Bye, Jeep. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, so the gig is up. Not that it was much of a secret to begin with, but Kevin and I are on our way to Adams Driveshaft to get a new rear drive shaft, which I think it's about time. All right, so they have our Jeep fully prepared to put in a new rear drive shaft. It's up on the lift, and I've got my good friend Rob here, who's gonna go over the new rear drive shaft and let me know exactly what sort of specs we're putting in our new JL. Okay, so tell me what we're working with here. Obviously, it's a whole lot thinner than the OEM one that we've done quite a bit of damage to, I'd say.
Yes, so here it's 2.5 inch diameter, a lot stronger.
Yeah, plus
tubing.
I'm sure a lot thicker and a lot, stronger tubing. This, which we'll pull this out in a second and I can show you just how thin the tubing is on the OEM drive shaft. But, so it's thicker, it's got a smaller diameter.
And we have here the Spicer solid U-joints as well.
Stronger on this end.
Yep.
And on that end as well, right?
Yep.
And those are
That
1350s, right?
Yep, this is all 1350.
So this should be significantly stronger and much more difficult for Kevin and I to destroy, like we've done on this one here. You can see Kevin's basically ground that down, and you'll also notice that a lot of the other weights are actually missing.
Yeah, and then pull this apart here.
Yeah, pull that out.
Nice. Can't see much down there, but you can see right here.
See just how thin that OEM drive shaft is. So the type of wheeling Kevin and I do, it's honestly not surprising that we were able to dent it and damage it as easily and as quickly as we did. I have full faith that this Adams drive shaft will stand up way better than the OEM one has for us so far.
Inside here is an O-ring. Sometimes on the transfer case hooks they'll have a counter bore inside here, which you'll need to replace the O-ring in. However, this particular design does not need the O-ring, so we can just set that aside. Next, take this, line it up, just to make sure. Rubber mallet is very important. Some red thread locker. Ready. Now time to torque. And we have nearly 60 foot-pounds. Thread locker. Now for the rear section of this, take the tape off here, provided so the caps don't come off in the shipping process and also the installation process. Apply just a tiny bit. It has lock washer provided, but we just want to make sure. Go ahead and we'll line this up here. What we want to do is we want to make sure that it is seated flush inside the yoke here. Sometimes you need to compress the caps, grease in there, and just compress it. Now this is flush. Slide the U-bolts through. So now that I've got these nut lock washers on here, what we're trying to accomplish here while we're tightening it up, for it to be pretty even on the amount of threads that are sticking through, you want to go where it just starts to crush the lock washer, maybe about a quarter turn or so past that. If you torque down too much, you can actually smash this cap right here. With the assistance of the thread locker and the lock washer, it should be just fine.
right, so the new rear drive shaft is officially in. They are taking it for a test drive as we speak to make sure that everything runs smooth, there's no vibrations. But once they get back, we'll be good to go. This thing is gonna be a huge improvement over the OEM drive shaft. As you guys can see, we basically destroyed ours over the last couple of trail rides. So I'm really excited to give the new Adams Driveshaft a good test on the next trail ride that we do. Drives good? Yes, sweet. Look at that. Oh, and with those 1350s, we're gonna have a little bit more angle over the 1310s as well, which is of course gonna come in handy with the type of wheeling Kevin and I tend to do. All right, let's drive her and see what she feels like for ourselves. So 100% can confirm the stepchild is rolling smooth as butter right now. No vibrations or anything like that like we had prior with our dented drive shaft. Once again, I do have to say thank you to Adams Driveshaft for coming in clutch and helping us out in the middle of our crazy adventure. I don't know exactly where we're headed next, but I think you guys will just have to stay tuned to find out. But in the meantime, as always, thank you for watching. We love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Hey guys. I'm filming you hanging out with Scully over here. Scoliosis. That was a video, babe.